Hi YouTube, it's Joy. So I'm doing a video today. It's not a perceptive premonition, an extended expression, or a holistic healing. What I wanted to talk about today is something that's been kind of bothering me. So I'm just gonna put it out there. Now, I've got the camera on a poster that I did, and in the poster, I took some photos, and so I'm showing you guys the photos that I took, because it's going to tie into the video eventually, but I just want to put them up for a bit so you can see, and I took these, but yeah, because I like to take pictures. I take pictures of everything. I take pictures of myself, the elements, outdoors, things around me, structures, my kids, everything, right? Okay, so, all right. Now that you see that, I'm going to just adjust this a bit. So just bear with me. All right. What I wanted to talk about is, so recently, Pete Davidson, he's a comedian. He's a young cat. He's like, I don't know, in his mid to late 20s. I'm not really sure or whatever. But he's a young guy. But he's very, very funny. Been on Saturday Night Live. He's been on Wildin' Out. Like, he's really funny. Cool kid, right? But he was here in Syracuse. I'm in Syracuse, New York. So he was here recently in Syracuse, New York, and he did an interview and saying how, like, the experience here was trash. Like, it was just ass all the way, excuse my language, but all the way around just was, you know, it was an unfavorable visit to the town. So what I wanted to say is, now me living in Syracuse, I know that that has been, like, an issue for a minute now. Like people who are native to Syracuse, who've been born and raised here, like I wasn't. I'm not originally from here, but I've been here for a minute now. But I'm originally from Buffalo, New York, which is Western New York. It was born there, raised a little bit, then we went to Memphis, Tennessee. So like I'm not really from here, but I've been here, okay? So, but what I do know is that that has been like a big thing about when celebrities come to this town, they're either not received well or they just don't like it here. They always say it's nothing here. So like we don't get very many concerts here. We don't get very many entertainers that come and, you know, bring some culture and life to the city. And so when he said that in his interview, like, you know, his experience was bad. He said when he got here, like, and the police found out that he was here, they like kind of like harassed him. He was like, they was like following him, trying to, you know, get him to slip so they can arrest, you know what I mean? Just like making it hard. But whatever, neither here nor there. I don't know how much of that is true or whatever, but that is his experience. So like he's entitled to say how the town made him feel. So like whether or not it is all, you know, exactly that, or, you know, if they really meant to do that to him, I'm not sure. I'm just saying that that's the way they made him feel. So if that's the feeling when celebrities or popular people, you know, pop culture people come, if that's the feeling that they get, they don't tend to want to come here. So we can't get bookings for concerts and people to come because of that reason. And I feel like that needs to change. But the reason why I'm doing the video is because, like, you know, Syracuse does get a bad rap. It really does. But, you know, even people who've been here or who are, like I said, are native to here, born and raised, been here all their life, have said the same thing. Like this is a, it's kind of dry here. You know, the town is, but, you know, and I think it's more of a morale thing. So like, so now the town has kind of been in a funk for years and years and years and years. And it's funny that I say funk, and I really didn't mean it that way, because I want to just go back to Pete Davidson. And let me just say something right quick. no one is clout chasing. So like anytime somebody mentions someone's name in a video nowadays, it's always so sensitive. Like, oh, she's clout chasing. She said somebody's name. I'm not. Truly, I'm not. Like, I don't know him, and like he probably won't even see this or hear this or anything. But what I'm just using him as an example because I just recently watched his interview and I saw that he said this. So that's why I'm saying. So I'm not clout chasing. I don't know Pete Davidson or nothing like that. I do think he's funny. I have seen him on certain shows, so that's why I'm speaking on it. So anyways, back to what I was saying. Like people who like have been here their whole entire lives and everything say that this town is like, you know, a drag or whatever, to, you know, for lack of a better use of terms or words or whatever. But, you know, and I really think that it's just like how the energy is in this town, and it's been that way. But there are some good parts of the city. But he did, when I said funk, I was laughing because he did say the best part of his visit here was when he went to Funk and Waffles, which is a place, a business, it's a restaurant, a eatery, you know. So he ate there. He said that was good, and that was like the best part of the whole entire time that he was here. So but yeah, it's a downer to even the people that live here because let me just say, Syracuse is central New York. So it's like in the middle of everything of the state of New York. So it's like 350 miles from every big metropolitan city in the state of New York. So like New York City is downstate. This is central New York, but New York City is downstate. So it's like 350 miles or less or more. I'm not sure. Somewhere in that area though, to New York City. Then it's like 350 miles east of Buffalo, New York, where I'm from. So like all the big metropolitan cities are pretty close. Our capital of New York is Albany. It's like, you know, about the same amount of distance to Albany, to like, I think it's smaller, not 350 miles, maybe a little less, but you get what I'm saying. It's in the center of everything. It's central New York. So, but so like it's convenient for people to be here, because it's let me just say, it's a working town. Like it's not, like it is considered a city. But compared to where I'm from, like compared to Buffalo, this is really a town. Like it's 5 minutes big in any direction. Like if you're standing in the center of the city, like if you're at downtown Syracuse, you can get to anywhere you want to, north, south, east, or west in 5 minutes. Like it's really that small. So like in Buffalo, you can't even travel the east side in 5 minutes. Like you know what I'm saying? So like it is small, and I get it. So like the people here, everybody know everybody, and like that. It's kind of like that kind of a thing. It's like a town, but it's a city. But so like I'll give you some numbers. I don't know. I did look it up to see like what the numbers look like. Because I don't know it off the, you know. But so it's about 3,400 square miles. It consists of 4 counties: Cayuga, Madison, Oneida, and Onondaga. I live in Onondaga. But the population as of, I believe this study was from, I think I pulled this info, and it was on citydata.com is where I got these numbers from. But I think the numbers are from 2016, if I'm not mistaken. But it's relative to now. It's about the same. It ain't changed that much. But it's 143,378 people. So 143,378 people is like 50, the breakdown, I did write the breakdown down. It's like 52.8% female, 47.8% males. Here's the interesting thing though. It's 72,700 white, which is 50.8% white. It's 39,733 black, but that's about an average of 27.7. So 50.8% white, and it's 27.7% black. And then it's like 13,015 people, which breaks down to 9.1% Hispanic. So it is a large white population to the city, but the inner city is mostly black and Latino, black and Hispanic. So, but what I wanted to say was, it was funny, not funny, but because it wasn't funny at all. You know, I actually was embarrassed for the town by the interview, but a lot of people do complain about our police department, like with profiling. Now, Pete Davidson isn't black, but he relates to the black culture. Like I said, he was on Wild 'N Out, which is like a black show, Nick Cannon, you know. So like, I think, you know, people get profiled and for reasons that's unbeknownst, but like our police department has had a reputation for, you know, certain kinds of harassments and stuff like that. And I do believe they are trying to work on it now. Like they have the Syracuse Truce, which is like a program where they're trying to get the police department and the community to kind of have a better rapport with one another. But like here in the town now, our big thing is our population of young people, like our children, are going through some type of a crisis. So like at the end of 2018, there were something like, if not homicides, they were bad, like violent incidences involving teens. We're talking 19, you know, 13 to 19-year-olds, teens, kids, being either killed or hurt violently, either due to gun violence, stabbings, and it was like an uptick all of the end of 2018 into 2019, into the beginning part of, you know, January this year. It was just, is off the chain. Like, so there is some things that need to be worked on, but I will say, I do think they are trying to work on the issues. It's just going to take up, but like I was saying, you know, this is a really good town for certain things. It's a growing town. Like you could get here and you can really get money here. It's a working town. You can, they have an awesome, the studies are great. Like SU is here. Syracuse University is a great school. Upstate Medical University, #1. Well, it's a top teaching hospital in the country. I don't know if it's #1 or not, so don't quote me on that. But I do know it's a top teaching hospital in the country. Like good health sciences programs that graduates top doctors, surgeons, like that. So like it really is beneficial to be here for certain things. It just doesn't have that kind of culture as like downstate does, like New York City and all of that does. And it's hard to get people up here for those types of things, which the people who actually live here kind of need and want, and they want that. But, you know, it's going to take a lot for, you know, for the community to get on board and get this done, and like officials, city officials to bring more popularity to the city without the aggression of police, you know, harassment and stuff like that, and, you know, give things a chance so that the town can grow and you know, become something great that people want to come through. Now, I must say, the weather here sucks. It really does. It's cold, cold. A lot, you know what I mean? A lot of snow. We hold like the snow globe every year. It's like this little trophy they get for the amount of snow in, you know, upstate or New York State or the Northeast, I think it is. I think they like at the end of the winter they see who had the most snow out of the Northeast cities, and usually Syracuse wins it, hands down, every year or close to it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's bad weather, whatever. It's in the center of everything, and there's a lot of lakes around it. So we get a lot of lake effect snow, and that's why we have so much snow here. But like, I'm not biased to the town. Like I think the SU Orangemen are a great D1 basketball team. Both the college basketball and college football team, great D1 programs. Jim Boeheim has had the basketball team locked down for years and years and years. A great coach. I'm not an SU fan though, but like, I will say, you know, it is a good program, good basketball program, and a good football program. So, you know, there is, look, my sights of Syracuse fell down, but that's okay. I just wanted to show that to you guys, so it really doesn't matter. But now that you've seen it, those pictures are mine. I am proud of them. That's why I wanted to show you. But I did that for the rescue mission. So that's what I wanted to say. Like, there's a lot of community outreach programs that's here in Syracuse that other cities don't typically get. And that part I do respect about the city. The rescue mission does great for the homeless people, for communities that need like advanced training, for you know, jobs, employment, to get people employed. You know, they do great work. So, you know, I took those pictures, and actually the picture that's in the center that says mission, that's a bridge that they, you know, they spray painted that, and I thought it was so beautiful. And then like shortly after I took those pictures, that bridge collapsed in the back of it. So it's still up. They fixed it and everything. It's up. It's beautiful now. But it was just so telling. Like, yeah, the town does need work. There is some issues that's going on, but I just don't want celebrities and top people who, you know, are influential to be discouraged from coming just because, you know, it gets a bad rap. And we are, well, they are. I'm not part of, you know, anything, any group or anything like that, or attached to anything like that. But I think they are, the city officials and, you know, top people are trying to work on it, and it's getting better. The Syracuse Police Department, the chief of police right now is Kenton Buckner. He just came up and started in this position the beginning of this year, January, after Frank Fowler was our chief of police for 9 years. So, you know, shouts out to them. They're doing good. Those are black men. I must say that. You know, the chiefs are black. So it's not, I don't think it's a racial thing. So I don't want anybody to think that like it's a racial thing. I don't think that. I think that it's just a lack of discord, and it just needs to, we just need to bridge the gap between police and the community as far as that goes, and get these babies under control, get after school programs. And actually the governor, you know, Governor Cuomo just dedicated $2.3 million to like after school programs and stuff to help the youth, and I think that might help. So I just want to put this video out here, just say, you know, there is a lot of good parts to Syracuse. There is. I'm not trying to stay, but it's, you know, if you're trying to come here to do certain things, I think it's absolutely awesome. Just give it a shot. And I just don't want any celebs or anybody that's booked to come here to be discouraged and not come here and pull out, because the town really does need it, and it will boost revenue. And they have like updated like our inner harbor that's connected to the Destiny USA, which is the big mall here, and like there's a lot of good parts. And they got Dinosaur Barbecue, which originated here. There's like 5 restaurants now, but the first one was here. So just everybody give it started in 1920s. Like so, you know, it's epic and monumental stuff that started here. I just want everybody to, you know, give the town a chance. Everywhere is have something wrong with it. You know, there's nothing perfect about any place. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, you guys. That's all. I'm going to come back on later and do an ascended expression. I haven't done one lately. So that's it. You guys just have a wonderful evening. Thanks.